Hi, welcome. On this video, I'd like to take a minute to discuss the issue of excessive barking issues, especially within certain areas such as apartment buildings, condominium units that people are receive complaints from the homeowners association, even sometimes with neighbors and the police involved. And this is where, again, looking at the tools, why it's important just to not have a certain attitude about certain tools, such as, say, a remote collar, because you're at a kind of critical mass, so to speak, when dealing with behavior problems that are almost bringing to the point of getting letters or getting forced out of your condo unit or your apartment, or losing your dog altogether. And again, this is where I do encourage people to use the remote collar, but again, putting it, making sure that it fits within the relational script so that it lines up better. It'll clean up the motives of the dog. It'll get that state of mind back very fast, and while at the same time making sure you're building a structure using the crate to do this at the same time. And again, I'm talking about this because I'm actually going to a session involving this very thing, and it's my second session in with dog owners, and they're dealing with this type of stressful situation. So, but again, really important that you advocate to really make sure you get that under control, so that kind of like the calm of the storm. You feel like you're overwhelmed. People will feel overwhelmed. But again, really important to make sure that you, get the behavior back so that you can keep your dog, and you can have peace amongst the neighbors, and things will settle down. But again, very important. Certain tools I will use within certain situations, but again, they align properly because it makes more sense to the dog, because the person's changing. That's important. It's just not the tool. So if sometimes if you're just trying to bring a tool online and you're not changing, this is an important takeaway here. It's going to put stress on the dog. The dog will push beyond it. So really important that the relational script is such that it advocates change to the person. Okay, that's really important. So it's all about context. It's about how the changing perceptions through the dog. So anyway, just something to think about if you're dealing with a situation where your dog is barking excessively. It's getting on people's nerves. It's causing chaos. There's nothing wrong with using certain tools, but again, you want to make sure that ultimately you're changing, that the dog is lining this up properly so that the motives clean up and the state of the mind, the elevated state the dog's expressing is diminishing. So thanks for watching.